Hello YouTube, welcome back to Jerry's NBA Talk TV. I'm NBA Jerry, and thank you for watching. Here's some scores and news from yesterday's NBA. Portland played Chicago. Great game. Chicago led most of the way. It was in Chicago. Luol Deng had a career-high 40 points. LaMarcus Aldridge played very well. He had 13. Brandon Roy struggled a little bit. He shot bad from the field. He ended up with 17 points, but he shot pretty bad from the field. Derrick Rose played a very good floor game. He had 16 points, 13 assists. Joakim Noah had a double-double. Very good all-around game for the Chicago Bulls. Portland was 3-0 coming into the game. His first loss of the season. They were losing going into the fourth quarter. In all three of Portland's wins, they were losing going into the fourth quarter. But they just could not stop Luol Deng, Joakim Noah, and Derrick Rose last night. They were on fire. So great win for the Chicago Bulls. They won it 110-98. A great game. Great job by the Chicago Bulls. Portland is 3-1. Chicago is 2-1 now. Toronto traveled to Sacramento for their home opener. It's ironic because Toronto's home opener was against Sacramento, which Toronto lost that game. So Toronto's looking for some payback. Very good game, actually. Toronto was leading pretty much the whole game. Bargnani had a good game. He had 28. DeMar DeRozan had 24. And Reggie Evans had 19 rebounds last night. Very good game by the Toronto Raptors. But it wasn't enough against the Sacramento Kings, with Tyreke Evans leading the way with 23 points. DeMarcus Cousins shot really good from the field. He had 16 points. Very good all-around game. Benu Udrih and Omar Caspi led the comeback. They came back 111-108 in a very tough, competitive game. It was a very fun game to watch as well. Great job to the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings are now 3-1, and the Toronto Raptors fall to 1-2. How ironic is this? 2 out of the 3 wins that Sacramento has are from Toronto, and both losses that Toronto has are from Sacramento. So the next time they see each other won't be till next year. So sorry, Toronto. Can't get any payback till next year, Toronto. Sorry. So great game by the Sacramento Kings. Next game on the slate was San Antonio Spurs versus the LA Clippers. LA Clippers looking for their first win of the season. They came in 0-3. Clippers were at home last night. Baron Davis did not play. Blake Griffin had another great game, 17 points, 8 rebounds. Eric Gordon led the way with 23 points, but it wasn't enough against the well-rounded San Antonio Spurs. Richard Jefferson played well. He had 18. Tim Duncan had 14. Manu Ginobili had 14. Tony Parker had 19. So it was a great all-around game by the San Antonio Spurs. I actually think they may have bought the team from Mr. Sterling because they own the LA Clippers, y'all. So, but this is 17th straight time the San Antonio Spurs have beaten the Clippers. So hopefully Clippers can get their team back from the San Antonio Spurs, and hopefully next time they can beat them. But San Antonio wins 97-88. Spurs go to 2-1. LA Clippers fall to 0-4. So great win for the San Antonio Spurs. Now here's some NBA news. Starting off with some sad news. Maurice Lucas, power forward from the 1970s and 80s, part of the Portland Trailblazers, 1976-77 championship. Maurice Lucas passed away at the age of 58 from bladder cancer. He was a great guy, great champion. He was a big brother to a lot of people in this league. Portland had a heavy heart last night when they played that game in Chicago because he was part of the coaching staff a few years ago. He was helping out Greg Oden and Joe Prisbilla, and he was a Blazer for life, you know. And it's very sad. I was actually talking to my dad about that, and he was a little bit before my time, but still, I watched a lot of tapes on him, and I've heard a lot about him and seen a lot of highlights and things, and I just knew he was a great guy and great player. So my heart goes out to his family, and may he rest in peace. John Wall is expected to play tonight against the Sixers. He sprained his right ankle slightly in Saturday's loss against the Hawks. He was actually wearing a walking boot on Monday as a precaution. His teammate, in other news, his teammate Gilbert Arenas, still bothered by his ankle. He won't be playing against the Sixers. Kobe says his knee is 100%, and he's tired of people asking questions about his knee. So don't ask. He don't want to talk about it anymore. But Phil Jackson says he doesn't think Kobe's 100%. But Phil Jackson really thinks that Kobe is a nice guy for saying that his knee is okay, but it's not, according to Phil Jackson. But then Kobe said it is all right. Phil doesn't know what he's talking about, so we'll see. Baron Davis, like I said, missed last night's game against the Spurs because of his problem with his knee. Vinny Del Negro kind of called him out, says the reason why he's injured is because Baron Davis's lack of conditioning. He says that Baron Davis has gotten out of shape pretty badly over the summer, so he needs to work on his conditioning. So when your head coach calls you out like that in front of the media, that means it's time to get on the treadmill and work out. The Cleveland Cavaliers are receiving a lot of phone calls about Anderson Varejao. A lot of people want Anderson Varejao. He's a very hot commodity. You know how he is. He rebounds, he hustles, he does everything. But Cavaliers are saying they are not going to trade him. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. The Miami Heat are reportedly interested in signing Eddie Curry if he's let go by the Knicks by midseason. For those of you that don't know, Eddie Curry is the big guy who's pretty much overpaid by the New York Knicks, the center. He hasn't played a lot, has been injured, things like that, but the Knicks let him go. The Miami Heat said they'll pick him up. The Memphis Grizzlies have decided to exercise their options for a few of their players. They exercised O.J. Mayo's 4th year, Darrell Arthur's 4th year, and Hasheem Thabeet's 3rd year. Also in Grizzlies news, Mike Conley Jr. has signed a 5-year, $45 million extension with the Grizzlies. Jared Dudley from the Phoenix Suns has signed a 5-year, $22.5 million extension with that team. Mo Williams has not played a game yet this season, the first 3 games for the Cavs, but he is expected to make his season debut against the Hawks. He had a groin injury. Indiana head coach Jim O'Brien says he will run his offense through his Most Improved Player Award front-runner, in my opinion, Roy Hibbert, from the post. The guy is 7'2", 278 pounds. He actually did some fighting MMA training this summer to get in top-notch shape. He lost about 15, 20 pounds from last season. He's averaging 18 points and 10 boards. I like them running the offense through Roy Hibbert because it's going to open up the game for guys like Danny Granger and Derek Collison. I think the offense should be run through a post player. And because of Hibbert's improvement on the post and also his quickness now, and he's got some little post move, I think it's a great move for the Indiana Pacers. Top performers from yesterday. Luol Deng's career-high 40 points, had the most points in the league. Reggie Evans had 19 rebounds. Leading assist man was Derrick Rose with 13. Leading steals was Manu Ginobili with 4. Blocks was Chicago Bulls' Amir Asik with 3. Here's my NBA Jerry's player of the day. My player of the day was Luol Deng. Anytime you get a career high and win the game, you're my player of the day, usually. Luol Deng with 40 points on almost 74% from the field, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. He played a great floor game. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, you better watch out for Luol Deng. Nobody talks about him. He's running in a different offense now. He's not running baseline to baseline anymore like he was with Del Negro. He's all over the floor. And with Boozer out and Rose needing help, he's going to step his game up. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the last time you're going to see him get a career high. Now, let's get into NBA Jerry's question of the day. And before we do that, let's answer yesterday's question. Yesterday's question, I asked you about Manu Ginobili and Monte Ellis. Who was a better shooting guard? And you guys voted Manu Ginobili. And I agree with that. And the best answer goes to, and he wins it again, Tupac82. He provided, in my opinion, the best answer for Manu Ginobili's case. So great job again, Tupac82. Check his channel out for basketball cards, coverage of the Sacramento Kings, and also coverage of the Golden State Warriors. He's a great basketball mind, and he knows a lot about basketball, guys. You'll learn a lot going to his page. All right, guys, let's get into NBA Jerry's question of the day. In your opinion, guys, I really want to know this answer from you guys. Who is a better player at their respective positions? Derrick Rose at the point guard or Brandon Roy at shooting guard? Let me ask that one more time. In your opinion, who's a better player at their respective positions? Is Derrick Rose a better point guard or is Brandon Roy a better shooting guard? Let me know what you guys think, okay? Thanks. Here's NBA Jerry's positive thought of the day. Increase your self-esteem. People with low self-esteem rarely achieve their potential. They won't take necessary risks. They wallow in self-blame. They can't trust others, and they remain in the background when they are needed up front. Can you elevate your self-worth? So if you have a low self-esteem, or you're your worst enemy, or you're getting your own way, don't do that. Remember, you can be, have, or do whatever you want. Don't let anybody tell you you can't do something, okay? The only person's opinion that counts about you is you. So what I want you to do is make a list of your most important accomplishments in the past year. So write down everything that you've accomplished in the last 12 months, okay? Now I want you to study that. Now when you look at those, I'm telling you right now, you have made a difference in someone's life. Also, elevate other human beings. Teach them something to improve their lives. Serve them. Help them achieve goals they can't reach by themselves. Empower them to succeed. Watch your inner self grow as a result. And I'm telling you right now, when you help someone else, you make yourself feel better and you be a better person because of it. Okay? Thanks, guys. Take care of yourselves. I'll talk to you soon. And don't forget, if you can believe it, you can do it. Thanks for watching. You guys know I appreciate it. And remember, folks, always, always treat people how you want to be treated, and everything will be okay. This is NBA Jerry, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.